NFL memes so that you can milk your audience for ad revenue and then pay a Asian baddie just to sit in the background of your videos. I think I gotta start with Monday Night Football, Lions versus Ravens, where the Lions naturally took home a W, as I knew they would. This is definitely the best clip of the game. Best clip of the game was Derrick Henry. I don't even know what he was going for there. Dude, it is so weird to watch Derrick Henry consistently fumble. I know we're like very early on into the season, but like if we take a look at Derrick Henry's 2020 season, which was probably his best season ever, he had 2,027 rushing yards, 17 touchdowns, and 3 fumbles. So far in 2025, he's got 242 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 fumbles. In fact, throughout his career, Derrick Henry's had multiple seasons where he never fumbled at all. His rookie year, his junior year, his final season with Tennessee. I mean, he certainly has a good amount of fumbles. Like in 2019, he's got 5. But dude, to have 3 already is kind of crazy. I don't want to sit here and call Derrick Henry a fumble-prone running back. I just don't feel good doing that. But he is really, dude, he's choked up some games. Derrick Henry, when it comes to fumbling in the clutch and costing the Ravens games. Yeah, that fumble was big, bro. You know, I want to glaze my Lions as much as I can, but that fumble was big. Derrick Henry's workouts instead of working on ball security. That's not there. Dude, what is people's obsession with... What on earth is this, bro? I used to think these were real. This is obviously satire. You're not gonna MM rage bait me into believing this is real. I know it's not. Ravens fans, let's take the lead. Certainly greatest clips of all time. Derrick Henry in the 4th quarter. No. Amon-Ra St. Brown after scoring. Tell him Amon-Ra St. Goat. Tell him best wide receiver in the league. Ravens, so we need you to cover Amon-Ra St. Brown, Marlon. What the fuck is this? Is this AI or is this not AI? What the fuck am I looking at? This is a really good AI edit. If it's AI, worst celebration in NFL history.
First catch, a big one. First and goal.
Yo! I didn't know St. Brown was cheeked up like that either. I'm not trying to get gay on him, but whoa! Come look at this. Come look at these ass cheeks. Look at this Sally, dude. He's double, quadruple, triple cheeked up.
Catch a big one. First and goal.
That's what you be doing. She gonna beat my ass, bro. She's gonna whoop my ass. Hey, if you ever see my girlfriend beating my ass, don't intervene. Mind your business. I'm right where I want to be. Who is the Ravens defense stopping this season? Nobody! It's kind of weird too because I always like associate the Ravens with a really good defense, but as they've built into this like Lamar going off era, their defense has gotten so poor. It's really weird to watch. John Harbaugh and Zach Gore trying to figure out how to stop the Lions offense.
Ramadan, do Muslims eat 30 days? Do Muslims? Damn.
All right, everybody told me who these guys are, so I think I got to start watching their clips more now. But, yeah, you know what? You guys got to go talk to the Green Bay Packers because when we played the Bears, we were electric. We played the Ravens, we were electric. But in that Packers game, I thought our season was cooked. Zay Flowers when I have U.S. currency on it. The bummer thing, too, is Kai Cenat kind of looks a little bit like Zay Flowers already. You don't even have to edit it that hard. You know, he already kind of looks like him. When your fantasy opponent started Zay Flowers. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Dude, why do the Ravens always pick up washed wide receivers who are on their way out of the league? Didn't the Ravens have Des Bryant at the end of his career? Then they had Odell Beckham Jr. at the end of his career. They got D-Hop at the end of his career. I swear there's more. Did they have Julio Jones at the end of his career at one point? Dan Campbell leaving M&T Bank Stadium tonight. Tell him, Dan. You can't convince me that Samuel Jackson and Lamar Jackson are not related. Wow. You know, I never get to see Lamar's hair like this because he's usually got it in cornrows. That's gotta be kind of difficult to stuff that into a helmet, no? Like, don't you think that'd be hard to get a helmet on? You gotta have like a skull cap or something, man. Lamar Jackson behind the Ravens O-line. Bro, come on. If anybody is built for it, it's Lamar Jackson. He's the number. You know, I gotta say, he did not run the football that much. Every single time the pocket would collapse, I was just waiting for Lamar to do that Lamar shit where he just explodes out and gets like 30 yards when he should have gotten -5. And he really wasn't doing it. Jamison Williams' brother posted this story about Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold. Big Reaper Slim. That sounds exactly like the Instagram account name for Jamison Williams' brother. That sounds accurate. 6'0" ass, it's getting ridiculous. Dude, imagine being J-Mo at practice now, like, hey, buddy, I'm sorry my brother aired your ass out. Like, hey, bro, I'm sorry my brother just cooked you. Also, I'm not gonna lie, you know, we took Terrion Arnold in the first round. He has not played like a first-round corner. Like, to take a player in the first round, you expect them to be a really solid player. I feel like the Lions have whiffed on corners for so many years. Like, we whiffed big time on Jeff Okudah. I'm not gonna say we whiffed on Terrion Arnold because I still like him, but he's certainly not as good as I think he should be for the first round. The experts. Yeah, guys, it's kind of funny how far sports media has fallen. I don't want to say fallen. Back in the day, to be a sports media person, you had to be a certified ball knower. You had to have all the research, all the data analytics. You had to have everything down. And now that, like, the internet has developed, people just want dumb, stupid fucking idiots to shout shit. That's why you're watching this video right now. I'm MM Casual, bro. I don't know dick about fuck. I don't know a thing about ball. And I will sit here and confidently tell you that I do, and you would rather watch me than some stuck-up ass nerd telling you the advanced next-gen analytics about the yards that no one gives a fuck. That's why the experts suck balls. It's just how it is. That's the landscape now, okay? So you and all you other nerds can take your certified analytics and you can shove it so far up your ass that it can talk out your mouth. Because I don't give a fuck. I said my Lions were going to catch a dub, and they did. Jared Goff and Lamar Jackson on Monday Night Football. Tell him. Tell him. Tell him. The Lions when their team bus breaks down in the slums of Baltimore.
Think of it. Where the heck are we? Martin Luther King St. George Floyd Boulevard?
Whoa! Listen. You got it all wrong, bro. If there was a Martin Luther King St. George Floyd Boulevard, they got it in Detroit, too. So the Lions ain't worried about that. If you want to worry about the Miami Dolphins, okay, if you want to worry about the Indianapolis Colts, if you want to worry about Denver Broncos, if the Denver Broncos ever go play in Baltimore, I'm sure they'd be real nervous, okay? I know there's not a Utah NFL team, but you bet your ass they'd be nervous too. If you combine Detroit and Baltimore, you probably couldn't tell them apart. I got love for the city, yeah. I do not have love for the city. I grew up in the suburbs. I do not have love for the city. Marvin Harrison Jr. in the first half tonight. Yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. What an enigma. Marvin Harrison Jr. touted as one of the greatest wide receiver prospects that college football has ever seen. Going into the league, he was what, round 1, pick 2? Round 1, pick 4 to the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to be honest, when he got selected, it was just a home run. It was the easiest pick of a lifetime. It's Marvin Harrison Jr. How could he not pan out? Safety. This dude legitimately drops some of the easiest balls ever, and then he makes a miracle grab, like a sick-ass catch, and he kind of starts to cook. So I respect the fact that Kyler kept trusting in him and kept throwing him the football because, I don't know, Marvin Harrison Jr. is a weird wide receiver right now. Look. If we take a look at this, Marvin Harrison Jr. is in the middle of running this route. He's kind of bagged up here, and there's a safety over top, right?
Man, free.
I don't know what the hell that was. Truly. I don't know what the hell that was. But there's almost no way Marvin Harrison Jr. gets that ball anyway. Marvin Harrison Jr., I will say, like, he may be incredibly talented. He may be a really good wide receiver. He has some of the lowest effort plays I've ever seen. It's like he doesn't care. It's really weird. I mean, he's in a route. He's bagged up pretty. What is that? And then you stop and watch the ball get intercepted? It's just so weird. So there's a lot of discourse about Marvin Harrison Jr. Busts don't have 885 yards as a rookie. Busts don't have 8 touchdowns as a rookie. Busts aren't the wide receiver ones on their team. And busts don't do this. Leave Marvin Harrison Jr. alone. I don't know. I think the term bust is definitely not true. Like, there's no way to truly say that Marvin Harrison Jr. is a bust. He hasn't been in the league yet, and he has shown some flashes of greatness. So bust is too far. But I don't think at all all it's too far to say that Marvin Harrison Jr. has not lived up to the expectation. He truly was like this was supposed to be one of the best wide receivers you've ever seen. And some of the things that he does that are poor aren't just the drops. The drops are obviously mental. He is physically capable of catching the football, but he shows very minimal effort, and that is unrelated to catching the football. It's Kyler Murray when Marvin Harrison Jr. drops his pass. Boo. Marvin Harrison Jr. after discovering that he does indeed have hands. Marvin Harrison Jr.'s production in his first 20 career games is nearly identical to his dad's. That's actually really interesting. So this is why it's like, dude, you're gonna call him a bust? Marvin Harrison, his father, is one of the greatest of all time. And he had 1,026 receiving yards and 9 touchdowns. It's just different when you watch Marvin Harrison Jr. because if Marvin Harrison Jr. hadn't dropped the football and didn't consistently drop it, he'd probably be sitting at 1,412. You know, he'd actually have a much better stat line. So it's easy to look at his stat line and go, that should be better, while also acknowledging that it is still really good. So this is after he finally made the catch, dude. He literally sat down and prayed. By the way, the catch that he did make was a banger. I'm not gonna zoom this in because the NFL copyright my ass so fast, but the catch that he did make, dude, that's a wicked catch. Look at that thing. What a humble response. Like, he knows it, bro. Like, he didn't just get up and start fucking grittying. He didn't do a triple-double backflip and start humping the ground. Like, he was like, damn, I needed that catch bad and I got it. It certainly remains to be seen with Marvin Harrison Jr., but it's cool to see that Kyler still threw him the ball. He throws that really bad drop and then intercepted, and he still goes to him in a really big moment, and he caught the ball. That's gotta be a nice weight off his shoulders. My mom giving me the wait until we get home look after I misbehaved at the store. See? That old Gronk, we think the same. Yeah, look at that glare. He said, come on now. Kyler Murray, get open. Marvin Harrison Jr. Dude, this is absolute gold, bro. When these guys made this clip, did they realize how golden this clip was? I don't think there's any way to know just what a heater you're cooking up when you do this. Marvin Harrison Jr., if his dad wasn't a Hall of Famer. This is Bingy if she didn't get with a super sexy, handsome YouTuber. Internet racist. Okay. Get the flipping. Get the stacking, bro. She's the biggest liberal ever. How does it feel that you just can't keep yourself away from the most racist man on planet Earth?
I just really don't understand how it works. I think
She'd be waking up talking about, like, equality and shit. It's all just a front for the camera. I'm really respectful and kind, and I'll let you take me on a walk later.
okay.
You can get the leash out. I'll let you take me for a walk. I've been such a good boy. The Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. connection. Yay! Dude, you know what's funny is, like, Marvin Harrison Jr., I know it. He's gonna have a 220-yard, 2-touchdown game this season. Like, he's just gonna have this absolute monster game. It really is crazy, though, to watch, like, Marvin Harrison Jr. Ohio State highlights, because anybody in their right mind would look at that and go, this is the greatest wide receiver I've ever seen. He's the best. Kyler Murray to Marvin Harrison Jr. in the locker room.
I see you.
White Chicks. Is this White Chicks? This might not be White Chicks. I don't know what movie this is, but White Chicks is a banger. I just need to throw that out there. One of the greatest movies ever. Marvin Harrison Jr. after catching a TD.
I'm like this, so I had to
Shine like this. Once you notice the Cardinals' new uniforms look like a tortilla shell, you can't unsee it. You know, I feel like that was almost intentional because there's so many Mexicans here. I'm in Arizona. I love me a good Latina. Got absolutely nothing on Asians, absolutely nothing on the Vietnamese, but they're top 5. You're acting like you didn't hear back there, fraud. She's still mad at me about BB Aldora, bro. I'm still in the fucking doghouse about that. It was months ago. Seahawks, Cardinals, dude, literally, because this game, I watched the first half of this game, and I was thinking about going somewhere to watch it, and I was like, no, this game is ass. I'm not going to watch this game. And then it was awesome. Cardinals fans, after losing to the Seahawks for the 8th straight time.
cannot beat this motherfucking team for shit!
EDP clips are back? EDP clips are back in the big 2025? Dude, what is EDP up to? Did he ever get in trouble? Oh, looks like there is no update. That shit is so crazy with him, bro. He was like the internet legend. I remember when I edited my own videos, I used to always look for the best EDP clips because he was just the funniest dude. And then he got, bro. He got big time, and now, probably for the best, he's just keeping his face out of the spotlight because there's no coming back from that. There isn't, you know? There's some things you just can't recover from, and that's one of them. That's just one of them. The Seahawks defense to Kyler Murray. Dude, I tell you what, Seahawks defense is so good. Seahawks defense is nasty good. If they get that offense together, they're actually an incredible team. They're a top 10 team when their offense is actually working. Vikings fans watching themselves let Sam Darnold walk to hand the keys to the franchise to JJ McCarthy. No! I feel bad for everybody who drafted Justin Jefferson in fantasy. Drafting Justin Jefferson, assuming that, you know, what Kirk did and what Sam Darnold did that JJ's just gonna do, I think was kind of foolish, but it's like, how do you not? Justin Jefferson's the best in the league. He's the best wide receiver and he's trying to cook with the rookie and it's just, dude, it's looking really tough for JJ McCarthy. It's looking really tough. Give him some time though. Kid's only a rookie, you know, but I can still have empathy for my fellow Justin Jefferson fantasy managers. Couldn't be me naturally because rather than being stupid and taking Justin Jefferson, I took the GOAT, Bijan Robinson, the future of running backs in the NFL, good for the next 5 years, will carry my dynasty to multiple championships. I'm just saying that if I was a Justin Jefferson owner, I'd be sad. If you see a kicker ripping smelling salts before the game winner, just know that game is already over. I don't know if you guys have ever done smelling salts, but I used to do these in college. Holy shit, they wake your ass up. It is nuts how they wake your ass up. Yeah, fun fact, the NFL used to supply their players with smelling salts until the league was like, hey, that's actually really fucking stupid. We should not supply our own players with smelling salts. However, players are allowed to buy their own smelling salts. That means, that I think this is Jason Myers. Is he still a Seahawks kicker? That means that the Seahawks kicker purchased his own smelling salts, knowing that if he was coming out for a game winner, he was gonna dial that shit up, and he did. You gotta love that, dude. Like, smelling salts is actually the perfect, like, nerve killer, because it just, I don't know if you guys ever, you literally just crack it. I have no idea what the science is, but I'm gonna look it up. Before I start talking, smelling salts are used to arouse consciousness. Damn, they arouse consciousness? You think consciousness is hard? Because the release of ammonia, NH3, gas that accompanies their use, irritates the membranes of the nose and lungs, and thereby triggers an inhalation reflex. This reflex alters the patterns of breathing, resulting in improved respiratory flow rates and possibly alertness. Dude, you hit it, and all your sinuses clear, and you're just like, whoa! Listen, I'm not a doctor, bro. I'm not recommending this at all. You see people do it lifting sometimes. You ever seen some psycho roided out dude at the gym, like about to hit a bench PR, and they just go, whoo, boom, and they just start hitting it? It's exactly like that. Casual needs Ghetto Gronk to pay his rent. Dude, one of the top comments on this video is Casual needs Ghetto Gronk to pay his rent. What rent? Yeah, she pays my rent. Guys, it's 2025. If your girl wants to pay the rent and all I have to do is cook and clean and take care of our child, like, girls always bitching about cooking and cleaning and taking care of the child. That job is lit. Sit around the house all day, wake up, goon, doom scroll, look at the kid for a second, make some mediocre breakfast, goon, doom scroll, take a nap, play some Valorant, look at the kid every once in a while. Like, this is what equality was always meant for, bro. These fuckers know I'm gonna read the comments, dude. I'm still standing with JJ McCarthy. Listen, man, every rookie, you never write rookie quarterbacks off and never criticize rookie quarterbacks. Like, we can say both, guys. We can say both. JJ McCarthy is really struggling. I feel bad for Justin Jefferson owners. He's still got a chance to be good. Here be the MG. I got you, Ben. MMG Productions? Dude, I gotta get my own GIF. Everyone always posts this GIF on Instagram. I don't know how you get GIFs uploaded to the GIF library on Instagram, but we should have one of me just like sucking a big cock or something. Gentlemen, these are your memes until the Sunday night games. I got you again. You're so handsome. Thank you for watching the Meags channel. Love this channel. I love just yapping, man. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.